Hi and a very good day to Madam Zara and all my fellow friends. In this presentation, we will explore how COVID-19 affected unemployment in Malaysia, the government response, comparison, and suggestion for recovery. Since early 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic spread rapidly across the globe. Many countries had to choose public health or economic health. As shown in the graph, daily cases in Malaysia increased significantly from 41 to 190. In response, a two-week lockdown was announced starting 18 March 2020. These strict mobility restrictions have effectively controlled the community transmission and protect the healthcare system, but it also brought long-term social and economic challenges. On economic impact, many organizations, especially in tourism, face dramatic income loss because they are highly reliant on physical presence and customer traffic. Organizations cut wages, reduce working hours, or even temporary shutdown. In prolonged disruption, many organizations, especially SME, face financial issue and went bankrupt. On labor market impact, millions of workers face unemployment issue. The unemployment rate has increased from 3.26% in 2019 to 4.54% in 2020. Although the pandemic affected the overall labor market, but fresh graduates and low-skilled workers face greater barrier. Many organizations implemented hiring freeze, leaving limited job opportunity. Graduates struggle to compete with experienced workers and often had to accept the low-skill job, resulting in skill mismatch and structural unemployment. At the same time, remote work became widespread among the high-skill sector. However, many low-skill jobs like catering or cleaning could not shift online. As a result, many individuals turn to part-time jobs to survive, though these jobs lack stability and protection. Overall, the pandemic not only increased the unemployment but also highlight existing inequality and vulnerability within the labor market.
The wage subsidiary program started in March 2020 to help business keep workers during COVID-19. It gave 600 ringgit per employee monthly for salary under 4,000. And over time, it expanded through WSP 2.0 to 4.0, covering more sectors and increasing the employee limit. The program supports 2.7 million workers and over 330,000 companies, helping stabilize jobs and the economy. Perdana Kerja was launched in June 2020 to encourage hiring for unemployed Malaysians. Employers got up to RM1,000 monthly for each new hire, especially fresh grads and retained workers. Later versions add support for OKU, ex-prisoners and gig workers. By end of 2021, over 137,000 people were here and helping reduce the unemployment. This program aimed to prepare Malaysians for new jobs in key sectors like tech and logistics. Start in June 2020 with 2 billion ringgit in fundings. It offers free course and 4,000 ringgit allowance. Over 100,000 people will train, boosting skills and reducing long-term jobless. It also supports Malaysia's shift to a more digital and resilient workforce.
In the aspects of the analytical review, Malaysia has the highest unemployment rate of the labor force is 4.54% between the year of 2021 and 2022. There are about 293,639 people has been unemployed and also raising about 4,000 people in a temporary unoccupied status. On account workers decreases to 2.4 million persons, but in a recovery state, the employment rate increased by 869,000 among the 50.46 million people. but the most affected sectors in the economics is manufacturing, about 75615 people. While compared to China, China has the highest unemployment rate of 6.2% in the year of the 2020. There are about 5 million of the China citizens being unemployed, more than 460,000 firms in China in totally shut down, and causing a youth employment of the rate of 20.8% in the May of 2023. Also, the most affected sectors is manufacturing by decreasing a rate of 80.1%. Due to the strict MCO operation that has been implied by the Malaysian government, the business retail store has to be shut down and the fresh graduates are forcing to enter a frozen state of the job market, and Malaysia has to undergo different succession of the prime ministers to control the COVID-19 pandemic. But Malaysia has a lower unemployment rate compared to China because the China government started to restructure the measurement of the COVID-19 plan, causing the imbalance in the recovery states. But China is a large population country, so that the Malaysia is a small population country having a systematic vaccination session towards the different population group.
I will talk about recommendation or suggestions. First, to build a stronger workforce, Malaysia must take priority of large-scale upskilling program that prepare workers for jobs in the new sector like digital technology, green energy, and high-value manufacturing. At the same time, there are specific intervention required to assist groups that have been more heavily affected by current crisis. Young people starting their career in resistance. Young women who were not able to work because of caring commitments and informal worker without any social safety net. Next, economy restructuring create obstacles and advantages for job creation. There may be some job losses in jobs that are unlikely to return, but new jobs are becoming available in fields such as digital service, renewable energy, and technology-based manufacturing. Then, small and medium enterprise (SME), which represent the backbone of Malaysia's economy and employment, need specific support to transition from the new normal business landscape as consequence of COVID-19. Last, in addition to all these initiatives, we need a better social safety net that respond to new nature of work.
To wrap up, COVID-19 hit Malaysia's labour market hard, especially in sectors like tourism and manufacturing, pushing unemployment to 4.8% in 2020. The government responded quickly with programs like West Subsidy Program (WSP), the Penjana Kerjaya Hiring Incentive, and the Reskilling and Upskilling Program. As shown in the infographic, these programs supported over 2.7 million workers, helped more than 137,000 people secure jobs, and trained over 100,000 Malaysians in new skills. As a result, unemployment gradually dropped to around 4% as the economy reopened. Compared to China, although both countries face similar employment shocks, but Malaysia's is more flexible and sector-specific policies allow for a quicker recovery. In contrast, Chinese is more stricter zero COVID policy lead to prolonged disruptions, particularly affecting young and informal workers. Moving forward, the focus should shift to long-term reforms like investing in skills, protecting informal workers, and promoting inclusive growth. In short, Malaysia's experience shows that with the right policies and partnerships, a crisis can become a chance to build a stronger future. Thank you.